here we go. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sorry about all the technical issues there. I did have to take up Top's advice there and uninstall and reinstall Twitch. It was a very quick fix, but hopefully you should be able to hear everybody. So I'm going to reintroduce everyone again. We have Kirko.
Yes.
We have Gumbo. We have Blade.
Yep.
We have Matty Skills. We've got Henchman.
Hey.
We're all here.
Howdy. This time.
Hey, thank you. I did remember you this time.
I hope so.
So, guys, we're going to talk about everything that happened over the weekend in Monaco on Sunday and Tuesday's leagues. We're going to start it off with Sunday. So, looking at the points there, as you can see currently, Andy Hannafan has jumped up the leaderboard even further now with 120 points. Car Gamer behind on 102, but is slightly falling. J Rocket also slightly falling to the two boys up ahead. He was up there with them, currently on 84 points, and Jack Sully making a late move for those top three positions, now currently on 67 points. On Sunday in Monaco, we obviously saw Andy H take the victory in what I would call his redemption. In Season 1 of Wallaby, he was taken out in turn 1 by Wallaby. By Watto. And unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to regain position to get up to that P1. So unfortunately, he did end up putting it back up to P2, so which is a good recovery drive from him. But he got what he wanted. He wanted Monaco, he wanted the victory. He's been practicing. He's been really putting in some lap times there. And what do you know? He is there. Guys in the box with me, what did you guys think about Monaco on Sunday? Matty Skills, I know that you were in the comms box with me this week, but let's also talk to some of the guys that were on track, Henchman, Kirko and Gumbo. What did you guys think of the race as well?
No, it's alright. It's just typical Monaco. It's a pain to race, pain to be in. But it certainly brings out a spectacle for the people watching, I suppose.
It's a very tight track. I mean, it's a very, very tight track. Let's be honest. And what about Matty? Matty in the box with me, making his very first appearance as commentator on Sunday nights, with plenty more to come. I don't know if you guys know this, but now Matt Skills has put pen to paper. He is contracted to us as now our second comms member on Sunday nights, alongside Blade when Blade's not there, and then Matty Skills when could be all three of us really. So yeah.
If we need to.
But Matt, what did you think?
Oh, dropped the exclusive there, Duck. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Duck. It was good fun. I had the box on all race, mate. I loved it. I thought the battle up top was amazing. I thought the strategy was amazing. Obviously Jack Sully getting two people off the line it started out really well, and Car Gamer going back was always going to provide a skeptical, him getting through the pack. So I thought it was a great race. I was a little bit disappointed by a couple of intentional retirees, but I'm sure that we'll talk about that. But I thought it was an absolutely fantastic race, and yeah, I thought out of the two races, I thought Sunday night was definitely more of a spectacle than Tuesday. But Tuesday was still quite good as well.
Yeah. Look, well, actually, we might talk about those intentional retirees, because at the start of the race, we had two names that have never appeared in a Wallaby race before join our Sunday league, with the likes of Muckping and Josie Wales. That really threw us for a loop, didn't it? At one point, we were looking through, I was like, who the hell are these two and why are they in here? But it turns out that they didn't realise it was a league race, and they did, in fact, go and retire the cars as soon as they could. Some faster than others. Josie faster than Muckping, let's be honest, but they still retired in pits, so thank you very much to them for doing so.
I think Muckping was that drunk he didn't know where he was.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true, because Muckping and Kahoot were actually drinking, weren't they?
That's right, yeah, I think they finished a bottle each or something.
If I'd have known, by the way, that Kahoot was drinking, I would not have put him in my car. in my team's car. Jesus.
I would have.
Yeah, well, yeah, you would have. But, Matt, I know there was a bit of a shock to us in that P1 spot at the time, with Andy H really hounding down the back of him, or trying to charge down the back of him. But Jack Sully up in P1, do you want to touch on that one for us for a little bit?
Oh, mate, I know that Andy Hannafan came in and changed his tyres to mediums, and I think he gained Jack Sully 3 seconds on 2 laps. So he would have caught him. I think he had probably have like 15 laps to go. He would have caught him in about 11 laps, I think, or 12 laps. But that still would have given him 3 laps. He still would have had to pass him. And then we saw Jack Sully come into the pits. So head by 13 seconds at Monaco, 15 laps to go, and Jack Sully comes into pits to put on some softs and put him 4 seconds behind Andy Hannafan. And I was more surprised than when my wife said yes to marrying me. When that happened, to be honest, I had no idea. You know, I was like losing my virginity. I didn't know really what was happening. I was absolutely just blown away. I mean, it's one thing to catch someone, but then you've got to pass them, right?
That's very true, and I think he was flying up the back of Andy quite quickly too. I think he only finished by less than 7/10 that he finished behind Andy H.
5 laps or something, didn't he?
He did
5 or 7 laps, couldn't pass him.
We've also got to remember that Jack Sully had a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
So Andy would have had him under pens anyway, and knowing Andy,
True.
he would have wanted to be P1 on track as well. So, you know, I think, yeah, there you go. So even Jack's just said it in chat there. I had a penalty, so I had to pit. So
I actually forgot about his penalties, so he probably did have to pit. It was probably the right time to pit.
Yeah.
I actually did forget about the penalties,
Yeah.
but you know, I mean, I think as well for Jack, I mean, it's unfortunate, but his helmet, I'm sure, would have put him off the entire race. Because it is absolutely disgusting. You know?
it was filthy, wasn't it?
Oh, I
Just
forgot
a
about
purple
that.
I
helmet.
do love you, and I'm sorry. But, gosh.
So we've had the inside word from Jack that he's going to put it to a themed helmet from now on. He's going to try and work out themes for our next race, which is here in Silverstone. As you can see on track, guys, we do have drivers currently out there putting in some laps. Jump on board with War Machine. Yeah, let's drive on board with War Machine. Let's see how he goes here.
How good was that start from Jack Sully at the start of Monaco? I mean, that's one of the greatest starts I've seen.
Well, we'll get into that one a bit later on because I agree. I mean, Jack Sully making up 2 positions on the start. Granted, Relics did have a bog down at the very start. He couldn't get the car going. And Car Gamer, unfortunately, had that spin on turn 1. But still, on a track like Monaco, making up 2 positions was absolutely phenomenal, especially on the first turn. It's not a very seen sight, so yeah. But guys in chat, guys in comms box with me, was there anything else that jumped out to you guys on Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I was part of Andy's win on the weekend. I was carrying the Ferrari wings. I had to borrow them from using too many. So I feel like Andy, we done that together. That was our win.
Just take
That's all, guys. Thank you.
Okay. Righto. Excellent. Okay, well, guys, I think with Sunday, I mean, look, let's be honest. Races in Monaco are very rarely eventful. There wasn't really a lot to go on Sunday, apart from some late moves later on that you will actually see in the highlights reel as well. But when it comes down to Sunday, there wasn't much to really talk about. So we might actually move on to Tuesday quickly. We're going to get through through this stream quite quickly, I reckon, because it's again not a very eventful Monaco.
Poor old Monaco.
Guys, so let's move on to Tuesday. So Tuesday, obviously we saw Top back on top. Excuse the pun. I don't know. I keep doing it by mistake. But again, Top, he was just dominant. Absolutely dominant. Finishing 47 seconds ahead of the rest of the field behind him, which was myself in third place, and he lapped me. And I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked when he got up behind me, which just threw me for a loop, really. But Top still continues his form of
Domination.
being able to really put it to everybody else and really stick it to everyone. A lot of people in Tuesday's league are now starting to really talk to him and say, hang on a sec. Jack, can you probably just jump out of the party there, mate, for us, please? Thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, Top, yeah, continuing to his form of dominance. We've obviously got a lot of guys in our Tuesdays league too who are really starting to want to figure out how to take him down on track, and obviously not with penalties or doing any dodgy moves or anything like that.
Well, that counts.
They are really
then,
trying to stick it to him.
That counts me out because that was my plan.
Well, you're not on Tuesday.
You're not on Tuesdays.
So get out of here.
I know, but it's still my plan. I am a part of a team.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is true.
Yeah, let's go.
But seeing as I've got you and Kirko in here as the guys from comms, what stuck out to you guys the most in Tuesday's Monaco?
Evil Blade start. Blade's start was unreal. I'll give Blade that. Blade had a full terror as well to start. I'll give him that. Like you said, before Jack Sally started. Blade wasn't too bad as well.
I think on that Blade made 2 spots on the start up the inside, and then I want to say he made another spot up after turn 1, but he braked quite hard for the cars in front and lost that spot again. But it's still, again, making those 2 spots like Jack Sully did was just an unreal start for Blade. So
I made 3 off
you,
the
Bladey?
start, by the way.
3 off the start, sorry, that's my fault.
17th to 14th.
Oof.
And then
I'd like to,
There you go.
I'd
Up to
put a
30.
special mention in. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
For driver 48 and yourself, Duck. Getting your first podium of the season. I mean, it's always good to get an early one, an early podium, to get a bit of momentum going into the season.
Let's not forget Monaco as well.
And Monaco, yeah, but like I just, as soon as we got you here, like your personal thoughts on how you felt getting your first podium after a pretty dreadful start of the season, obviously. Like,
yeah, look, it felt really good. Honestly, like it was something that I've been chasing for a while. Last season I had an absolute shocker of a season. This season I've had a shocker start to the season. But you know, I don't think I would have had that podium if it wasn't for the mishaps of the drivers that were ahead of me. Obviously Easy Reaper in the dreaded P2 spot, so he spun out in P2 and DNF'd. Scotty Mack was in P2 and his rear tyre blew from going too long on those softs, putting him down, and then obviously him DNFing. Then T-Bar ahead of me who blew all 4 of his tyres, I think it was. Well, 3 out of 4 tyres blew.
What's going on? The tyre blew.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not sure, but his tyres blew as well, and that allowed me to get past him. So it was one of them came down to just a driver error and spinning. The other one came down to 2 drivers going for the absolute incorrect strategy and going too long in their tyres. So I was just lucky. So yeah.
still though, always good to get a podium. Always good.
Yeah.
I mean, points are good. That's the goodness of this league, going down to 15. So pretty much at Monaco,
Absolutely.
you finish, you're getting points pretty much.
Yeah. Now, while we're on the topic, guys, I do want to welcome to the grid 2 new drivers at full time. So obviously Urban Growth in the Ferrari, and now Easy Reaper back in Wallaby Racing League in the Alpha Tauri, who we are actually joined here with tonight. So Easy Reaper, you there?
I am, lads. Thanks for having me tonight.
Excellent. Thanks so much for joining us, man. Obviously,
Thanks for joining.
we all excited to know when that you accepted that invite back into WRL, and especially especially excited to see that you accepted the invite to race full time on Tuesdays. I know that you've got a massive schedule throughout the week with your streaming and all that sort of stuff, which we're actually going to get into. We're going to talk about some of that stuff, but before we do that, we've got some questions for you if you're keen to answer some of them for us.
Okay, lads.
Excellent. So, one race in to Wallaby Racing, back full time in the AlphaTauri. Yep. Look, we're not going to go over any of that stuff. We're just going to be talking about you. But one race in, how are you feeling?
Good, mate. Look, I hadn't decided whether or not I was going to go into the full-time role when I raced at Monaco, and it probably wasn't the best track to leave to make a decision on. But I actually had a really enjoyable race on Tuesday night at Monaco, and that led to my ultimately that led to the decision of taking the full-time spot. I felt really good there. I had some really good battles with some people, and even some good overtakes, which just, I don't know, it felt good racing again on another night. So, really good. Really good.
Yeah. And I think from, like, you and I talking behind the scenes, it was really good to hear that you say to me that you haven't had an enjoyable race, league race in a long time, and this is one that you actually thoroughly enjoyed. So it was really good hearing that.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, guys, in the comms box with me, have you guys got any questions that you want to fire in?
Absolutely, I do. Now, when you
Get prepared yourself.
Did you spend some time to sign that wall, because you did leave a dent in it?
There's the elephant. Yeah, look.
There's the elephant.
I was very comfortable, maybe a little too comfortable, sitting up in P2 at that point. I didn't expect my race to be going anywhere as good as what it was at that point. I was battling for fourth and fifth for a long time, and then Scotty had his puncture, and then got into P2 after Duck went into the pits. Was trying for about, I think, 3 laps to get past Duck, but just didn't have the cornering that Duck did at the time. Then he was going into, had a couple of almost spins, which
Could you well?
bucketed me up a little bit.
Yep.
And then it was just a simple mistake of taking that same corner that I took something times before that, and thinking I was on the same line, but just a little bit too tight to that wall. I think the wall actually moved. I'm pretty sure the stewards moved the wall.
Here we go.
For me.
Oh, FIA. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's been manipulated, man.
It's been manipulated, man. Yeah.
Ayrton Santa quote that one.
It was
2 mils.
race.
honestly reckon
I signed the wall. Yes, I did.
Reaper.
Because you just straight away from that question I asked, went on to other stuff, and I'm thinking, he's dodging this. I wanted to know how long it took to sign that wall. That was the question.
I signed the wall. I signed the wall with the front wing of my. I left my mark.
There was a cheerleader on the side lifting the shirt up.
Gumbo with the best friends, right? Hey, Reaper, excuse me here.
Yes.
Good question. Every time I talk to you after a good race, good position, I keep hearing you say, I had no right to be there, but all the races I've seen you this year, you've had insane pace. So where do you think you can put yourself, having a look at the grid for all of you, where do you think you can put yourself by come season end, mate, come December?
If I can keep it on track, I can see myself in the top 6.
Ooh.
If I can keep it on track and gain some good points, I can see myself in the top, like racing with the top 6 drivers. Obviously, I've got a little bit to catch up, being that it's round 3, was it?
Round 4.
Round 4. So going into round 5 on 0 points, it's going to be a hard yak fight to come back. But I'm keen for it, lads. I'm keen to get some more racing done and get some points for AlphaTauri.
I've got all faith that you can get up there, to be honest.
Me too.
I've seen your pace.
Yeah, it's insane.
Now, obviously, looking at the team you're in, you're in the AlphaTauri.
Not the Aston Martin.
Not the Aston.
No. With the AlphaTauri, with Bremer as your teammate. How do you feel about the team that you're currently in? How are you feeling with your car?
Well, I'm going to say, since coming back to the game, other than the race on Tuesday, I hadn't driven in the AlphaTauri. So, I still haven't driven the AlphaTauri in 20. But that was the car I drove in 21. I'm familiar with it. I like it. I'm going to probably drive it tonight, or in my on my stream at some point. So I don't really know. I haven't had any hands-on with the car in this state. So.
Okay. And guys, any other questions for him before we talk about his stream?
I'm gonna say welcome to AlphaTauri, and you can cover for constructors' points for when I crash out. Thank you very much.
So I forgot Kirko's your Sunday night driver.
I'm going to get a few points for that one. Yeah, Kirko, I'm going to actually finish.
It doesn't take.
So as everybody knows, for the guys that are listening, if you don't know, Easy Reapers is a streamer for F1. It's his niche. That's where he likes to be, is that F1 streaming. Now go follow him. It's Easy Reaper TV on Twitch. Obviously he has had, in my opinion, and obviously I am quite biased because for those of you that don't know, Jordan and I are mates outside of league racing. We've been mates for almost 11 years, something like that. Yep. But I am quite biased. But I think personally that Easy Reaper actually has one of the most fun F1 communities out there, and probably one of the fastest growing little F1 communities out there as well. So on that, you want to talk us through what got you started with the streaming, how you decided to go, you know what, I'm going to make this bigger, and what got you the success in your growth that you've got going on at the moment?
Yeah, look, I think we'll start with the growth, the success from the growth. To be honest, I think it's come from everyone else, not just myself. So it's the vibe that we created in the party chat. And I think it's also the fact that there's not many other, from what I've seen, there's not many other streamers that try and keep it a clean lobby. And I think people want to be able to race other people wheel to wheel, not necessarily in league racing, without being intentionally taken out like you would if you jumped online for an open lobby race. So I think that the cleanliness of other drivers and you know, having the opportunity to race against people a couple of nights a week, get that practice in for your league racing, as well as get the practice in on a just a fixed setup for the car, is I think that's led to the success or the growth, should I say. Look, there's a lot further to go, and a lot further I want to go with the channel, and a lot more I want to do. But you know, just the little things like the giveaways and you know, things like that have definitely helped see growth in the channel. The other questions, you know, what
got you started?
What got me started? What got me started was probably obviously a collective of you know, I love playing video games. I wanted to stream. I wanted to be a variety streamer and stream a whole bunch of different games. And obviously, Duck, you know, you and I both started together at the time. It was, I guess, an idea that we both had, really, that we both wanted to stream, and you took it a bit more seriously at first. And I guess I just had that little bit of extra cash to really sort of kick it off, and I did. And I guess I took the risk because it definitely could have gone the other way, and it did take a long time to get to where it is now because, guys, I started streaming in November last year, I believe, and I didn't hit 100 followers until end of March this year. So to go from there and to not think that I get any further than that, and we have a Discord channel now, we have a Facebook page, we'll have merch launching soon. All new themes on the stream will be coming soon. There's a big changes happening. We've had Shields and his company, Loop 2, have done a fantastic job of designing the new logos that we're using. So big shout out to them, Matty.
Yeah, 100%. Those new logos look sick.
Absolutely. And
Hopefully,
you know,
tonight.
and oh, nice tonight. Oh, that's a nice surprise for me. Look, and like it's just been a collective of the support I've received from everyone, from my amazing partner Amanda to, my kids for letting me get in here every couple of nights and race, and all the people who keep showing up to the lobbies non-stop. But I mean, we've gone from in March to the end of March, looking just over 100 to the growth that we've experienced from there. I think in July has been my biggest month. We had 174 followers in July, so that was a huge month. Huge month. And I don't stream every day, so if you put that into context 4 days a week, it was a massive month in July. And, it comes down to everyone who joins those lobbies and has fun. And just being here right now, I've picked up another follower, so thank you, lads. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Question for you, Easy.
Yeah.
How do we get Amanda to scare the shit out of you more?
Oh, look, that wasn't fun for me. I understand that was fun for you, but it wasn't fun for me. Okay.
That was fun.
Leave that with me, fellas. We'll work on that one.
Fantastic.
It was not fun for me. I thought I was dead. I thought I had jumped out of my skin and become something else. Because, put it this way, if the can of Coke that I was holding had more in it, it would have been, I probably would have had to support a new computer because it would have gone everywhere. But, it wouldn't have done what it had today without everyone's support. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you everybody for joining those lobbies and helping me grow to what I have grown to, because without all of you following and subscribing and just the sheer support that I get from everyone, and like I said, even just being here tonight with you guys will help my growth as well. So, a big thanks to everyone.
100%, mate.
Heck yeah.
I think you're doing a very good job, mate.
Thanks, Gumbo.
I said that from the start.
Yeah, you have, absolutely. You guys have been my biggest supporters. Everyone in this party here has always put their hands up to help me and just always be there for me. They've talked me through shitty times as well, and just being there to support every move that I make. And I have a mission now to be earning a solid. Earning a solid little bit of income by the end of next year to sort of make this, because it is an expensive hobby. I've spent a lot of money on building what I've got so far, and I want there to be more to come. But it's a long but slow burn. So once we launch merch, we're hoping that the merch will go flying off the shelves and everyone can support that one. And watch this space. That's all I can say at this point.
Absolutely. Well, guys, as you heard it with Easy, he does his giveaways, things like that. I can't believe he's currently got a giveaway going at the moment, which is a $100 gift voucher to Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam.
That's correct.
Yeah. So, guys, if you're not already following Easy on Twitch, it's Easy Reaper TV. Jump on board, get a follow, type into the chat when you're in there. I believe it's exclamation raffle, and then that will get you an entry. If you subscribe, that gets you a bonus 10 entries. But it's not just about that giveaway, guys. It's about the community he's built around him and everybody else that's involved. So get in there, have some fun. I know I love being a part of it. I know Matty, Henchman, Blade, Gumbo, Kirko, we get in wherever we can, and we all love being a part of it as well. So
amongst it.
Easy, mate. We wish you the best of luck with it all, and obviously we wish you the best of luck in Wallaby this season. I know that you've got that pace to really put it up there and put it to me a fair few times. But mate, again, we wish you all the luck, and thank you so much for joining us tonight, man. We'll see you in your 5 lappers shortly.
Fantastic.
Just before you go, right? I'm calling it Podium this week. Just saying, throw it out there. Just going to throw it out the world. You can catch it. Podium this week. Silverstone.
Podium.
All right. Well, thanks for putting that out for universe. I appreciate it. Now I've got a lot of pressure to build up to. So thank
there you
you.
go. Already a fan in chat says love you, Reaper.
What time's your next stream, Easy Reaper? So everyone knows.
So my next stream will be right after we finish up here tonight. I'll be heading over to Twitch and starting up a stream. We'll be doing some 5-lappers. I'm not sure what we're doing, whether we're going to do 5 races, a championship of 5 races. We'll move on to another 5 after that. But hopefully going to hit up some F1 Manager a bit later on tonight too. So join me for all of that.
Yeah.
It would be really great. And don't forget, just quickly, if you don't mind, I'll just quickly remind people as well.
Yeah.
There's another giveaway we're doing on Sundays with our F2 competition. So if you join the Discord, jump on to ask someone for an invite. I'm sure someone will send one. So ask someone for an invite to join us in the Discord, or jump on my stream tonight and type !Discord. And you can join the Discord to go on the draw, to enter our F2 competition on a Sunday night at 9:30 PM. So after every league race is finished, generally, you can jump on, and if you're one of the first 21 drivers in the lobby, and you finish in the top 10, you'll earn a ticket, or a few, into the draw to win an Xbox Series X mini fridge, a replica fridge, an Xbox Series X replica mini fridge. So that'll be drawn on my birthday, actually. So the last race will be on my birthday on the 27th of November. And then the fridge will be drawn the week after. You don't have to live in Australia to win it. You can live anywhere in the world, and I'll send it to you. You just have to make sure you're over 18 at the time of the draw. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, man.
No worries. Well, thank you again.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Yeah. Guys, we're going to move on to just a few little things that I know Top wanted to bring to the table. So, Top, do you want to let us know what you picked up on over the week? Not Top, Gumbo.
I was like,
That's what I meant.
what are you talking
So I was
about?
looking at that. I was looking at Top's name on the stream chat. Sorry.
Top, we don't care what you have to say. That's what I'm saying. Gumbo, we want to hear you.
No,
Gumbo,
honestly,
sorry.
honestly. Now, this gets me furious. I get furious over it, especially
Here we go.
Monaco.
Here we go.
Tuesday night, no safety cars. Furious.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay.
No, okay, we're not going there no more. Anyway, no safety cars, right? We're at Monaco, no safety cars. I understand we put it on reduced at Monaco only, but I believe in the patch they've fixed it up. So when a car's neutral and they stay on the track, and somehow a VSC comes up, that was coming up because there was no reduced safety cars. So now that we've got reduced safety cars on for Monaco, which we understand, there was absolutely no VSC, no safety car after the patch. Before the patch, which was Sunday night, I believe we had 2 safety cars and 3 VSCs. Something like
No, so 1 safety car, 2 VSC.
Well, whatever. And that was reduced.
Yeah,
So what I'm saying is, reduced has to go. And I'm not talking about our league. I'm talking about every league. And I know how Duck's pretty passionate on it. It's like, let's keep the game real.
I agree.
Yeah.
Turn ghosting off.
Yeah.
100%.
Anyway, I just want to your thoughts on it, boys. Like,
Oh, I absolutely agree, Gumbo. I think that
Yeah, I agree.
I have a passionate hate for a reduced safety car, and I know before the patch.
please
you
tell
know,
me
with
it.
that,
Maddie, tell me it. What does it make you?
it makes me furious.
Okay, beautiful. Just wanted to
It
hear that.
makes me as angry as my wife is when I don't do the dishes. It makes me furious.
I know that feeling.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, man,
right?
I know what you're saying.
Not
Oh.
but the rest of us. I'm kidding.
I got kids, so they do the dishes.
Yeah,
Lucky
dishwashers.
guy.
People say, do you have a dishwasher? I said, yes, her name is Emma.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yes. But it makes me furious. But I think, like, as well, while we're unrealistic, Gumbo, I hate ghosting for blue flag cars. I hate it with a passion. I cannot stand it.
Yeah, well,
Come on,
I think it's
let's open the can of worms.
for me. It's good for me because I just race them. Nah.
Yeah.
Because I'm always the one getting laps. But
Fair
Well,
enough.
look, I think if we're going to talk about the blue flag things, one incident that comes to mind was actually in Monaco itself. War Machine, under blue flag situation, ghosting, and still wasn't getting out of the way of the guys in front. He was
That's
racing
right.
the guys in
'Cause
front.
he's ghosted.
I understand that you blue flagged and you ghosted, but still move out of the way. But if we do turn off that ghosting, is it going to cause more troubles, especially if you've got drivers like, War Machine down the back, who is going to continue to race and not get out of the way. He could take out the leaders, he could take out second place, he could take out third place.
It's a
And I
whole,
know
it's a whole it's a worse. I think you're right, Doug. Like,
it is.
It will take so much more to manage, but like you just for me and like, I mean Monaco without ghosting would be absolutely terrible because everyone just crashing everyone. But and the driving standard's probably not there to turn ghosting off. But you think of like Ocon and Verstappen in Brazil. Like you just can't have those instances of ghosting on. And blue flags, it forces leaders that have got a lead, like to bunch them back up. Like for the guy coming second or third to actually catch up a little bit because of blue flags.
I agree.
It just adds so much more dynamic to the race, I feel.
And what we've actually had a voice coming through chat. Well, not a voice, but we've had a message coming through chat from our Tuesday night's league leader, Top, and he believes that ghosting should be off for blue flags. So if a driver does get in the way and causes a major incident with the driver behind who should be let past, then a race ban or penalties should have come into place. And like you just said again, he's won 3 out of the 4 races here in
He'll be the
Wallaby.
one coming up to blue flag drivers.
Now,
And he wants it off.
And can you turn it off for blue flags only?
I don't know. I'll look into it. But going back to Gumbo's, going back to Gumbo's initial safety car issue with
100%. I want to add to it, and I think I know where you're going with it, Doug. Now on Tuesday night, mate, I could have fell asleep. There was just gaps everywhere in the field.
That's exactly where I was going.
And I'm not going to take anything away from Top. Toppy wins that race, no matter what.
He did it just for fun.
Andy Hayes said it perfectly. As soon as he saw him on hards, bang, he's won. Best strat, only person on hards. He's won the race straight up. Now, if it takes strategy out of the game. That's what I strongly believe, because the pack doesn't bunch up again, and you miss that next turn one that gets you excited. You're like, oh.
Well, look.
And people like Scotty, who actually he strategizes around safety cars.
Yeah.
100%, mate.
Well, let's put it this way, right? So, last night I was in a league race. I'm not going to say the name of the league. They set it to reduce safety car on not rapid.
OT.
Not rapid.
Sorry,
not going to say.
Oh, stop.
Was it
after that one?
Was it a street circuit or open circuit?
It was not. Well, it's an open circuit. So this is why they mentioned it that they were going to be putting reduced safety car on at this track. And at one stage, a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, yeah, cool, no worries, whatever." But for me, from the absolute get-go, I don't think it is necessary. Like Gumbo's just said, it ruins strategies because cars can't bunch back up, things like that. I was taken out by a driver in the first 4 laps, fell right to the back. Granted, I had another couple of spins after that, which were my own doing, but because there were no safety cars, I could not catch up. I was staying within the same distance to the car in front of me, and it just wasn't happening. There was no point in me staying on that track. I ended up
that happened to me last
retiring
week
in
in Australia.
Exactly.
Someone up the back of me, and then
exactly.
I'm not the quickest driver, and we all know that. But I heavily rely on a safety car.
So do I.
Yeah.
It's the thing that brings me back.
I'm gonna really throw a bombshell here with this whole safety car thing. I personally don't appreciate leagues turning on reduced safety car purely for their stream views, for it to look better on stream. That's one thing that really pisses me off. And I if they're saying that they're not doing it for that reason, good on them. But there are definitely leagues out there that turn on reduced safety car in order for their streams to look a lot better, so that we're not having 3 or 4 safety cars.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't care that there's 3 or 4s. It's a league race. Incidents happen.
Yeah,
and just because an incident happens doesn't mean that they should be putting
realism.
reduced.
It's realism. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we'll ever run reduced again unless it's Monaco.
Well,
But in saying that, the new update that came through that you guys got for the Tuesday night league race,
yeah,
we can probably leave it as standard. So
yeah, exactly. So Tops in chat has said the thing is if the field has got a 5-second gap between each car, it doesn't look good. No, that's right. But look, guys, we're gonna move on to, because I think we've had our say there. But Blade, Henchman, guys, do you guys have anything that you guys want to add to at all?
Not tonight, I don't think.
No.
No.
Blade,
No.
not tonight. We just gotta wait for Henson. Get amongst it, do we?
oh well.
Oh, top is thrown out. Top is thrown out. Let's run increased.
Increased.
safety. How about no?
We might as
I'll
well.
run standard, my friend.
I actually want to go back to Matty's blue flag. To be honest with you,
Yep.
I think people that race like under blue flag conditions, there should be a penalty. Because I've had it happen to me, and I've got corners only on, and I rely on looking at the braking line. Like, I know a lot of people, they're freaks, they don't have the braking line on, blah, 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 but it can stuff your race up if someone is under blue
100%
flag
Gumbo.
conditions.
100%.
Yeah.
You cannot see the braking line if someone's ghosting on the braking line. And regardless of that, like, we want realism, whatever, we're talking about braking lines. But, like, and I'm not big known myself, but if I'm being lapped, which happens quite often, you know, I move across. Like, I move across.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know why people insist on staying on the racing line when you're literally driving over the top of them. You know, it just grinds my gears.
It's same with Monaco. Top again, lapped me. God, it actually pains me to say that the top got to lap me. I know he's very quick, but it pains me to say it. But anyways, as he was lapping me, I moved. I moved over to the left. I knew where he was, and I got out of the way straight away. It's so easy to do, and I don't understand why people find it so hard to get out of the way. It baffles me.
The only way I see it not being at fault, all right. So it's still an issue. But if you are about to get overtaken by the leader, I can understand why you want to just push and stay ahead of him in case the safety car comes out. You're not stuck behind him. You get your lap back.
Yeah, but the thing is, you only get blue flags if your pace is slower than the leader. So you are allowed to race them when they go past you. Like, if you are quicker, you are allowed to race them and get the position back. The game will only give you blue flags if your delta is slower than the guy behind you. So it's like you're not racing because you're actually slower. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I
no,
100%
absolutely.
agree. But I feel like there needs to be a penalty put out there. And whether it's a quality ban or something for the next race, I feel like
Well,
it'd be us moving in the right direction with it. That's all. I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that I've got no say.
No.
But
I'm just saying that I think after this discussion, I think the admins have got another discussion to make, another discussion to have, and possibly some things to decide on.
Quite a couple by the sound of it.
By the sounds of it, hey. So, Henchman, take some notes. Kirko, get your pen ready.
My head hurts already.
Ducky, let's go ahead to cop some flack.
And Rupert, in his corner, he's just writing his notes down on his little wall there that he's still at. So
yeah, I think there's a new rule that gets brought in. Every time Easy Reaper overtakes someone, he gets a 5-second pan.
Good, saying that.
Sorry, Porter.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Guys, what we're going to do, I'm going to quickly run. So I've done the highlights a little bit differently tonight because Monaco, it was so hard to find things that were happening in that race. So I've put them both together in one highlights reel.
Probably a fair call.
As soon as we've done that, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about our Zinger Box highlight of the week.
Stay tuned for this one.
Coco, do you want to explain the Zinger Box highlight of the week for those people that aren't, that weren't privy to it?
Was that me? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah. Do you want to explain the Zinger Box moment of the week?
Alright, so the Zinger...
and what happens?
So the Zinger Box moment of the week will be Could be a good overtake, could be a crazy spin, could be a fantastic save, could be...
Comms.
Yeah, great comms. It could be anything that happens between the two races. And after those two races, sorry, the comms team will choose the best zinger moment, and whoever wins the zinger moment will win a free zinger box delivered to their front door.
Hey, Kirko, just a quick question.
Excellent.
Just came to mind. Do you have to be on the stream to win the zinger box?
No.
No.
Okay. Because that would be
No.
cool.
You do not have to be. That is a thing that I've said it in the Zinger Box channel that we've got on Discord. You do not have to be on the stream for that to happen. You can clip something that you think.
No, but
we may have missed it.
at the point of announcing it, you have to be watching the stream.
No,
No.
you don't. No, we'll
No.
contact you.
Unfortunately,
Alright.
in that aspect, there are league races that are on tonight as well, which people will be putting
Yeah.
them in. So
Gumbo, don't give me the excuses, mate. You either support Wallaby or there's the door, you know? Wallaby first, or get out.
okay, can I add to this, please?
Yeah, mate.
Now,
You're going to send a zinger box as well?
big or small, when it comes to these clips, send them in. Like this week, we got, I think it was 4 sent in.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, 4.
Come
Yeah,
on.
like, even if you DNF, send it in. If you,
Yeah, guys,
you know, it could be funny.
we're taking everything.
That's the thing.
Anything.
Could be the
If-
funniest
I'll tell you
crash.
what, if
If you've got a
it's
sex
funny,
tape, send it in.
if
Sing it
No,
back.
no, no.
if you
Whoa.
DNF and it's funny,
That's a family feast.
there's a good chance you're going to win because we like funny stuff.
Absolutely. So, guys, stick with us. We'll be back right after the highlights, and we'll get to announcing that Zinger Box moment of the week. So here we go. It's going to be fun. Look, I think this is going to be quite the race. So riding on board, here we go. So 5 lights.
Got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5, and away we go. We're off.
That has been,
So this is exactly where Andy wants to be.
yeah, that's
Out
a
in P1.
perfect start. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
Whoops,
money's already picked
oh,
up.
DNF. Mad Dog's out. Mad Dog's out.
DNF already for
Let's see what the front runners do with their tyres here, mate. They're not at the right,
So there's
worst spot
War
imaginable.
Machine there.
Worst spot imaginable.
Right
Getting
around.
Safety car called.
As he goes around, Toby is taking the lead.
So Car Gamer now 3/10 down on the back of Unique.
He's a lot closer.
He's-
Here we go. And he's
Oh,
got
he
it.
got
gets
let
the move
pass.
made. Unique.
Just
Unique
got let
is letting
pass.
pass.
Oh, was there slight contact there? There must have been, because Easy has backed out of that. Must have given him a slight tap there.
Well, it's just Duck and Driver 48 at the moment. They're just.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Duck's had an incident.
Oh no.
Oh, he just closes him off, and Rapid Relics has had to pull out there. I thought that someone was going to go in the wall, but this battle is not over.
But he gets it.
Relics, they go wheel to wheel. Around the hairpin. Oh, Pachata looks
Whoa.
like he's gonna. Did they make contact? And that is absolutely
There was contact.
fantastic
They did make
defending by
contact.
Pachata. And Relics has
Rapid
got
Relics.
Relics is around.
Still happening. Here he is, parked on the side of the road there.
I think he's misjudged the turn.
Here we go.
Oh, we're gonna
And
get
there-
it wrong.
Here we go.
Andy H
Unique.
goes wheel to wheel, goes a long way round. Oh, what an exit. What a pass. What driving, Andy.
Oh, great move up the inside. Makes a stick. Oh, great move.
Alright, so we are back. Now, guys, I did forget to talk about the Tuesday's drivers' standings. As you can see, they're on stream. Top up in P1, now flying off into the distance with Bremer behind in P2, and Driver 48 now moving up into P3 after having some fairly average races, but also after his P2 in Monaco really bumps him right up. But in P3, equal P3 I should say, is the young golf man himself, I'm a Bird, also tied on 51 points. And then me just dawdling up the rear with 47. But as we... oh, mate. Now, we're going to talk about the constructors here too for Tuesday's league. When Williams off into... Again, Williams up into the sky. Skyward bound on 153 points, with Mercedes now up into P2 after finishing P3 and P4 in Monaco, with myself and Chasey G having a stellar race and really bringing in a good haul of points for us there. But we now jump into P2 with 105 points, and behind Ferrari now in 91 points. But unfortunately for the guys in Papaya, dropping down from P2 all the way down to P6. With 70 points there for the McLaren lads, which is unfortunate for them. But they will go back up there. I've seen them race. They are bloody with Scotty Mack and Goffey, so all the trust that they can do that. Now, guys, let's talk about our Zinger Box moment of the week. So, we put it down to some votes. We had a lot to go through. Well, actually, we had 4 to go through. Hopefully next week these Zinger moments are going to get bigger and better. We're going to see more of them, everybody in chat, and I'm going to start pinging everyone from now on. But we had one that really stood out to everybody. Unfortunately, there was one that I think would have won it, but it was entered a little bit too late. I think the cut-off 5 p.m. and it was entered at 5:45 yesterday afternoon. I'm sorry, Blade. I think your start could have done it. I think it was the start for Blade. It was the making up those 3 positions off the start there, which, you know, as you can see, was just absolutely unreal from him.
He's my hero.
It was just unfortunate that it got in a little bit too late. And as you can see, it would have won it because the clip that we've chosen to win out of all the votes was, in fact, Jack Sully. So Jack Sully with his making up with Jack Sully making 2 moves off the start there. Is that Jack Sully in chat?
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
Oh, that works perfect. I didn't know. So there you go. So Jack Sully, mate, making up those 2 moves off the start there in Monaco. It was absolutely freaking clean as hell too. There was no leaving the racing room. You were leaving the race room. Yeah, it was cleaner than the helmet, exactly. But mate, congratulations. Obviously, Kirko will be in contact at one stage through either tonight or throughout the week to organise when that Zinger box will be delivered to you and how we can get it to you, so on and so forth. Mate, congratulations. Hell of a start. It was so good to see. You want to tell us about it now that you're here? Or?
Yeah, far away, mate.
Yeah, it was. The race didn't actually go as I thought it was going to. The week before in Canada, I thought it was. I thought it would be pretty short. I was. I think I did medium traction control for Monaco because I was practicing in the week up to it. I was just at low speed. I couldn't get it right, so I put it on. That probably helped me a little bit. But no, it's an honour to win the Zinger Box moment of the week.
Jack,
the first Zinger Box moment of the week.
First Zinger Box, mate.
Now I got a question. I will give you some advice if that's okay. Because I feel like there was a strategy that you overlooked on Sunday night. And we talked a lot about it, and I know you had the pens. So now that remember you had the pens, the bit makes a lot more sense. But what you should have done is stayed out, slowed down, let Andy Hannafan catch up to you, and then brake check that bitch. That would have given you the Monaco. You know, so if you even need an engineer.
Jesus.
I would have went on track, but I don't think I would have been allowed on track in Wallaby racing ever again.
After that, definitely.
FYI, guys. Don't get mad skills as your engineer.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to win, mate. Max would have done it. Max would have done it.
I'll DM you after this.
Yeah, no worries.
But anyways, so I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. This is it's been a really fun night talking about Monaco in the previous week. Next week we go into Silverstone, our first sprint round of the sprint round of the season. So obviously we go for the short quali, we go into the 50% sprint race, then we go into the 50% race itself. So it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a fun night. But guys, I cannot wait. It's one of my favourite tracks, and I'm hopefully going to put it back up there. But join us Sunday night at 8 o'clock as we go live around the track of Silverstone. And then also join us again on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. For our Tuesday night's league. Now, guys, I'm going to leave you with the Zinger Box moment of the week playing on stream. And then once that's finished, that will be it from us. So, again, we bid you farewell. Thank you, everyone here in the box, for joining me. I cannot appreciate it more. Yeah, that's where you guys jump in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I just want to throw something out there once again. If you're new to the stream,
No, you can't have it.
throw a follow up, and yeah,
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining.
Like us on all our socials.
Excellent.
Again, here we go. Now the lights are out. So, here we go. We've got Rapid Relics already. Andy Hannafan has already got the jump on him, though. Goes into turn 1. Rapid Relics up into turn 3. Jack Sully moves up to P2 himself, and Rapid Relics already drops down. Cargamer, unfortunately, the biggest loser of the lot, has dropped right down to P3. P14.
Rapid Relics got an absolutely horrible start, Duck. He was just stuck on the line. He just had no grip. And Jack Sully just came